Oh, what's up, y'all? Look, don't get mad at me, man, because I'm in the damn mood right now. I'm not feeling it tonight. Not feeling it tonight. Bring the energy. Ah, shit. Man, welcome back to the JVJ Network, man. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like. Y'all make sure y'all hit that subscribe. And make sure y'all come over here and make sure y'all subscribe, man. I don't know what the hell that is, man. Everybody that's watching over on my channel, man, like for real, man, when y'all come in, man, go over to the J, man. I don't put the link in here, man, because I ain't got time for this, man. This is crazy, man. If you subbed up to Let's Talk with JVJ, man, you need to be subbed up to the JVJ Network. Like, I'm just going here. I'm putting this link in here, and we're gonna sit back and we're gonna wait for a second because I don't know what that is, man. I don't know what that is, but I'm about to go ahead and put this shit in the chat. Y'all gonna see it in the chat. I'm gonna sit back and wait, and we're gonna figure it out. We're gonna come to some happy conclusion. I think that'll work best for everybody. I think that'll work best for me. This new link is going into the chat right now. This is the link to the JVJ Network. If you are subbed up to Let's Talk with JVJ, I need y'all to go on over there. Make sure y'all hit the link. Make sure y'all hit the link. I don't even want y'all over on my channel. I'm only doing this because I know some people that come over and then they end up going to the network. Like, nah, man, just go ahead. That's where I want y'all to go. My nights are not going to be for the Let's Talk with JVJ. My nights will not be on Saturdays. I won't have Saturdays. Honestly, I'm about to have just 2 days. And just so y'all know, something good coming on Tuesday. I ain't going to tell y'all about what it is, but some on Tuesdays coming out. Been some shit in the works. Doing something on Tuesday. You can check it on the Let's Talk with JVJ. I'm going to send you somewhere else. But, but eventually, we're going to get it all over on the other spot. But we're going to start there. Look, man, y'all make sure y'all hit that link. Hit that link right there. Go ahead, watch the live stream over there, and hit the motherfucking goddamn sub. Hit sub over there, hit the like button, all that. I don't want nobody watching on my channel, man. I don't want nobody watching on the Let's Talk with JVJ channel. Honestly, not for this. Not for this. Go subscribe to the JVJ Network. Go ahead and do that. While y'all doing that, because I'm going to give y'all some time, because I see don't nobody like listen. I'm going to go ahead and play here. Matter of fact, I'll play my basketball shit. This might be a hint for what's coming up. Damn, y'all still watching over here? Like, I could have sworn somebody's gonna hit that goddamn link and go over to the network, man. Look, man, whoever's watching on my channel, man, stop watching on my channel, man. Go over to the JVJ network. I put the link in there, man. I'm gonna kill that shit in probably like fucking 5 minutes, man. I ain't even playing. Like, for real, what the fuck is going on, man? What are we doing around here? I'm trying to build. It don't matter. I ain't finna talk about it. Ain't no point of me sitting out here begging or whatever the hell. It might be some of my trolls. I don't fucking know. But look, man, appreciate y'all coming back. Welcome back to the JVJ network. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like. Y'all make sure y'all hit that subscribe. Trying to build this channel up here. This is where content creators come in and they voice their opinion on different topics. And we have multiple content creators right now that come in and give their voice, and we welcome anybody in to have a conversation, especially if you feel some type of way about a topic. So, and tonight might be one of those nights where somebody feels some type of way. Cynthia G was invited over to Foxx Soul. I don't know if y'all know about Foxx Soul, and honestly, I probably know as much as anybody that doesn't know the name Foxx Soul knows, because I don't fuck with that channel. But they brought her over there to voice her opinion, and you already know how I feel over here about Cynthia G, because we've covered her content multiple times. And also on the panel was Dr. Umar. Dr. Umar. I don't know how many people around here like him, and I will tell you I like him more than I like Cynthia G, but not my cup of tea. Just me, just throwing it out there. That's just my point of view, my perspective. If you don't agree, you don't agree. But they were both on a panel together, and they had a conversation about the Black community. It kind of devolved into just talking shit back and forth to each other, and that's entertaining. So we cover it tonight. Some entertaining shit. But before we even get into that, Tuesday. Be on the lookout. Make sure y'all are on the lookout. Hold on, we're going. I've been doing live streams all goddamn day today. Make sure you make sure you're on the lookout on Tuesday. And then Monday, I got my girl, Embrace the Grace, on the JVJ network. Let me check and see how many people over here on the JVJ network. All right, we got Ayla. We got 2 people that I just don't understand why, like, 2 people just can't come the hell on over to the JVJ network. The link is in the chat. It's right there. Click that thing, come over and watch over there, and sub to the fucking channel. Like, that is so fucking simple. I just don't know what the fuck it, man. Look, this is what I'm gonna do. This is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna be right back, man. I'm gonna be right back. All right, man. Look, we back. I don't even know what the hell happened around here, but I hope everybody came over there and did what the hell they were supposed to do. But look, Foxx Soul, they got Cynthia G, they got Dr. Umar Johnson. I don't even know what type of doctor he is, but and then 2 other people. I ain't really worrying about them. And then you got Tammy Mack up front. Supposedly she's somebody that I should know, but I don't know who the hell this lady is. I just don't keep up with that type of shit. But I got my boy Op in the building. He said, yo, right back at you, my man. Look, I'm about to go ahead and start showing this video, man. And matter of fact, I'll start off full screen just to get it going, and then we'll talk about it throughout, because this is some goofy ass shit right here. Oh, hold up. I got this shit on. I got this shit on mute. I got that shit on mute. I was doing something earlier. Don't worry about that. I'll take it back. We're going to go back to the beginning. Bink. All right, here we go. Let's play that.
Women who are on code. I know I'm married to one. You know, I've been with the same woman for 20 years. So I can preach. I can walk what I preach when it comes down to this.
Yeah, y'all make sure y'all do that.
We do have allies, and the allies, the ally is the black man, woman, and child. With this whole fight between black men and black women, it's like the women forgot about the kids. It's like it's this whole war going on, and it's like the kids be damned. You have people like Dr.
You jumped on me there, Dewan. You jumped on me. I don't even know how we got to the kids.
No, because we're all one.
Like
black
Shay.
Man, woman, and child.
Are you talking about the kids that black men abandon and publicly talk about how they don't want those children?
I can't speak for your life, but all those my father's always been there for me. My wife's father's always been there for her. I'm there for my wife. My grandparents were there. I have married lineage. I can go back 400 years of marriages. So I don't know.
Be that as it may, it's very well documented.
I was talking. When it comes down to it, there are some men that leave, and we're going to talk about the men that leave. Let's talk about a lot of men that leave because of how they were pushed out by people who were going around trying to get government benefits. Let's talk about that. If he's not there, let's talk about all these single family households that are there because somebody wanted a baby so they can get a check one day and didn't give a damn about who she had that baby with. 80% of the women having the sex with the same 20% of men. If you keep in that same loophole, you got to look in the mirror.
Well, period. I don't know, Dewan. I mean, your points are well taken. I'm just confused on how we go from a war against black men to women having babies by different men. It's not adding up here. Dr. Umar, help me.
Let's see. Look, y'all. I'm tripping. Am I tripping? Matter of fact, fuck it. I'm gonna hold on. I'm gonna say my thoughts for a second. Because Black in the building. Black is up in this thing. Black said, you don't know Hope. The other woman on the panel is a man, trans. Look, somebody told me that. Somebody told me that earlier. I forget who it was. I just forget who it was. And he say, I said, Hope is trans. I don't know that word from Frag Facts. Okay. And then Red up in the building. Red said, why they even talking to her? All right. Yeah, that's a good question. And then Umar got tricked. All right. Now look. The man made a statement. He made a statement, y'all. And we heard the statement. Honestly, I don't know if y'all need to hear it again because I'm not playing it again. But the man made a statement and she tried to switch it up to say, okay, well, we were talking about this and now you're talking about this. He kind of had a point. I'm going to let it ride. I'm going to let it ride because this video is like 30 minutes long. So I'm not going to try to, I ain't going to hold it. Full screen. Let's get this thing. Let's get it.
Help me make the math.
Well, there's a couple things. Number one, we have to make sure that we conduct a systems analysis and an institutional assessment. Communities are made up of institutions or the lack thereof. Communities are governed by systems or the lack thereof. Let us be very clear about something. This fratricide, this black on black crime that so many of our brothers are engaging in, let us remember Irish did the same thing. Italians did the same thing. European Jews did the same thing. And in the 1930s and 1940s, the United States government decided to upgrade them to white status, and in so doing, gave the Italians control of the fire departments in the black community, gave the Irish control of the police departments in the black community, and gave the European Jewish immigrants control of the civil service municipal jobs that they still control in many city centers today. The point that I'm making, Tammy, is that America gave Southern European immigrants an economic stimulus package. Before they gave that economic stimulus package to Jews, Irish, and Italians, they were doing the exact same thing black men are doing today, selling drugs, breaking the law, running in gangs, killing one another. But the government intervened and aided them. The reason black male pathology is still going on 30, 40, 50 years later is there has been no resolution, there have been no solutions, and there have been no governmental intervention. With that being said, I'm not waiting on the government to solve the problems of black men. We as black men have to unite, come together organize, and solve our own problems. Just because we can admit that the government introduced pathology into the Black community, we can still take full responsibility for ending it ourselves.
Hope, I see you nodding.
Look, man, I'm over here hitting buttons and shit. I ain't even doing my thing right. I ain't even doing it right. Look, man got a point. He has a point. I don't like to say I agree with Dr. Umar all the time. Me and him got a love-hate relationship. I believe a lot of the shit that he says is right, but I think he a fuck nigga at the end of the day. So it is what it is. And y'all get mad at me about saying that, but it is what it is. That's just my view of him. But what he said right there is right. And that would be some of the same messages that I will push over here when it comes to the men. We can understand that, yeah, we have systemic stuff that are set up around us that keep us in a certain position or try to keep us in that certain position. It's on you to go out here and do what you got to do. And that's what it really is, man. You only going to get what you work for as a man, especially as a Black man. You only going to get what you work for, and you're going to have to deal with a lot of roadblocks. So fuck all that shit. Acknowledge that it's there, but dude, you got to do your shit, man. Once I think a lot of dudes that actually get successful get beyond that. And I see a lot of dudes that haven't got beyond that. They still want to blame somebody for something. I'm like, look, dude, you got to just roll with the cards you were dealt, man. You got to play the game, man. We playing spades. I don't like these cards. Nah, nigga, those are your cards. We're not redealing. They not gonna redeal, just so you know. But let me see. I don't know, man. Look, I agree with him on that shit. I agree with him on that part. And then my boy Ob said, you know. Who the hell told you? I don't know who told me that shit earlier, man. I don't know what y'all, and the rest of everybody else don't know what you're talking about either. So that's perfect. I know exactly what you're talking about, though. But look, back to it. Let's hear them talk, man. Let's hear them talk. Let's see what they got.
Yes, because I feel like when you can name all of these things so eloquently and so beautifully, and yet y'all still fail at being able to do these things after years and years and years and years and years of trying, where do we find a new solution? Because if you can't talk to each other, if the old men are scared of these...
Man, y'all, is that a man? Because somebody told me that was a man. Is that a man right there? Hold up real quick, man. Let me come back, man. Is that a man? Y'all put a one in the chat. Because is this the person that y'all kept saying was a man? I want to know, man. Put a one in the chat, man. I'm going to chill back for a second, man. Because I think that's who y'all was talking about. But I just want to be sure. Because, like, it's only Cynthia G, that other fat guy. Okay, that's the person that's a man. All right, hold up. Okay. Black said that's the man. Said that's the man. And then Op said, don't he look like Kayla? He does look like Kayla. If that's a guy, that he does look like Kayla. I'm gonna take y'all word for it, man. I'm gonna take y'all goddamn word for it. And what I am gonna do is I'm gonna rewind that now, since I've come to the realization that as a man. All right, let's run that back and see what this person said. Yeah, because that's what I'm saying. This person.
Yes, because I feel like when you can name all of these things so eloquently and so beautifully, and yet y'all still fail at being able to do these things after years and years and years and years and years of trying, where do we find a new solution? Because if you can't talk to each other, if the old men are scared of these new boys because they're a lot wilder than y'all were, because they're a lot more buck than y'all were, what ends up happening is I see that a lot of y'all see these young boys, and instead of addressing them, y'all are afraid of them. And so you walk away and say, well, that's their generation's problem. And it can't just be that generation's problem. Like Sin has been continuously saying, if I have to just answer the question with a yes or no, my answer is no, because the war that we're fighting for Black men is the one that Black men are fighting within themselves. Is it about adjacency to whiteness? Is it about being able to assimilate to that white hand? Or is it really about the freedom of Black men in the Black family and the Black community?
I like that question a lot, Hope. I want to.
So that's really a man, y'all. Like, are y'all playing with me, man? Are y'all playing with me? Is that a man for real though? Is that a man? Look, cause I don't want y'all fucking with me like that, man. Look, oh Jesus, man. If that's a man, man, that's really fucked up, man. Man, you sitting over talking that shit, man. That's real fucked up. All right, I need to read the comments before I even turn my camera back on. Tampa Supreme said that's a demon. fucked me up, man. Look, y'all can't be doing me like this, man. It's Saturday, man. Fuck. See, I said, look him up. Ah, shit, man. Making my chest hot, man. Red said, who's y'all? And look, man. And then Supreme said, that's a man. All right. So that's a man, man. Man. That's a man. It's like, fuck. That's, man. Ugh. Even with the fact of it. Hold on, I'm gonna read out comment real quick. He's a trans activist, but talk trash about black men that don't want him. All right. Hey, look, in the sad part, that would make sense, even though it's stupid as hell. You are never mind. I'm not sticking on that point. Honestly, I would normally stick on that point, y'all, but I'm not gonna stick on that point. We going back to the we going back to it, man.
I want to hang on to that question, Dewan. If there is a war against black men, what exactly is the war?
The war is to disenfranchise black men economically, because when you destabilize us economically, everything else is going to fall. We can take this back to Maslow's hierarchy of needs, which Maslow didn't come up with, but that's who gets credit for it. When you take away food, clothing, and shelter, everything on top is going to crumble. That's just human science. And what I'm hearing right now are people that are saying, ignore the science, ignore what's been proven for thousands of years, and let's just focus on these black men. I don't care that everyone else has done it when they were in the same economic situation. I don't care the fact that black men don't do this when they're sort of stable. Let's ignore all of that stuff, and let's just go back to what black men need to be doing. When you take away the bottom need of the pyramid, everything else is going to crumble. And with that being done, it's still only a few of us crumbling. It's a whole lot of us winning too.
I agree with that. I want to go ahead, Hope.
I was going to say, but it's at the expense of the black families that y'all claim to care so much about. I think that what we fail to realize is that when the black men who do have that platform that are not doing those things get on, the last thing that they're thinking about is the black adjacency to their family. They want to assimilate to whatever whiteness, whatever white male privilege they can get. And that's a large part of the problem. We see this happen when we look at social media, and we're seeing black men publicly proclaim the idea of loving on everything but a black woman, wanting to have children because their eyes and their hair are going to be looser and more exotic looking. You do not see that as much in the influx of black women as you do in black men. So when y'all do get on, then it should be the responsibility of y'all, if y'all really care about this upholding of the black family, to then come back to the black communities that you come from and create those black families and show people.
Dr. Umar,
No, fuck that. This look, man, y'all messed me up because I was about to say something, man. I was about to goddamn say something. And I'm trying my best not to fucking say it because I don't want to be mean. But look, all the men are doing this because of the hair that they want their daughters or children to have. While alone, black women are wearing these weaves that resemble like, y'all just dealing with them because y'all want to have that hairstyle. But we're wearing a hairstyle. Now, we can ask the question. I think the real question would be, which one came first? Was it the weave wearing, or was it the black men wanting to deal with women of other races? I guess that would be a conversation. But besides that, I'm like, look, man, come on. You doing exactly what the motherfucker... That's disingenuous, and if that's a man, oh Lord, geez, that just sounds even worse, man. I wish y'all didn't tell me that. I've said in my Austin Powers voice, that's a man, baby. I don't know Austin Powers. I can't do it no more. Red said the pot calling the kettle black, and Supreme said I'm sick of this world. I would be too. And Red said that's a lie. Men don't give a fuck about their baby's hair. Like I would be honest with you. I would agree with that. And I got my girl Raz girl up in here. What's up, Raz? Look, I don't really know. Look, it's not for me to know. It's not for me to know. Look, we're just gonna keep the conversation going because I think there's a lot of bullshit ass arguments coming out right now. But you got Cynthia Jean, you got Dr. Umar. So man, it should be good. Get good. I don't fucking know. I don't know. Full screen. Let's get it, man.
Welcomed us to the show by saying Black Power. Black Power. Okay. Is there some truth to the assimilation that Black men want or perceive to want when it comes to this war being waged against you?
Well, there's definitely some truth to it, but I think that truth is also evident in Black women. Black men, many of them may choose to want a white woman, but many Black women choose to look like white women. So we have to look at ourselves and we have to recognize that
we agree sometimes.
is not more of one gender than the other. That's the issue I have with conversations that seek to see who is more at fault, the Black man or the Black woman. It's not about who's more at fault. We rise together or we will perish together. The Black man cannot survive without his woman, and the Black woman cannot survive without her man. And the issue that I take with my two sisters' narrative is I hear a lot of criticism. I hear a lot of condemnation, but I don't hear any empowerment. I don't hear any solutions coming from either one of them. It appears as if that there is a hatred towards Black men by those sisters. Even when they said, why are we going back to 1960? Let's stay in 2022. That is so immature and irresponsible of a statement. As a psychologist, when a client comes into my office, the first thing I perform is a history on their depression, a history on their suicide, a history on their anxiety. When you go see the medical doctor, he performs a history. When you go buy a home, they perform a history. When you go purchase an automobile, they perform a history on that automobile. But when we talk about the problems that affect Black males, we're supposed to look at it in a vacuum. We're not supposed to put it in a historical context. And with that being said, the language and the narrative that's coming out of the mouth of these two beautiful Black women is one that I think the white power structure would endorse, because it totally absolves them of any responsibility for the hell Black men catch in this country.
Now, look, somebody get that man in church, man. He'd get a lot of offerings on Sunday. I believe that. But besides that, he is right about majority of what he said. One thing that I don't agree with him on, like I just can't get behind it, but I get the mindset and I understand it. So don't knock me, y'all, for not knocking it. Well, for knocking it, but it doesn't need to be an excuse anymore. Like for us as Black men, we look, like our luxury time of using that shit has ran out. We need to stop doing that. Like, dude, if you're not doing it, you're just not doing it. Like, I'm tired of hearing people tell me about their problems, about why you ain't got this and why you ain't got that. And this is some asshole shit to say, man. I get it. But fuck that. Dude, you need to be grinding. And if you ain't where you want to be at, don't talk about it. Like, that's what I would tell everybody. I ain't talking about it. Like, fuck that. Because oh God. When we were little kids, man, we all had dreams. We all had dreams of what we wanted to be. Some people want to be in the NBA, NFL. Some girls want to be the like pageant queens. I don't fucking know. People had their own little dreams. But at a certain point, it all clicked. It's not happening. I'm not gonna be that. So, like, once you got to that point, man, you need to realize, man, you gotta do what you gotta do, man. You have to do what you gotta do. So fuck the excuses. At that point, the excuses should go out the fucking window. I gotta do what I gotta do now. Y'all might not be like me, man. I'm just being honest. Y'all might not be like me, but I had to come to that point. I thought I was gonna make it to the league. I was like, man, let me keep on hooping, keep on grinding. Just like at a point, it's like, bro, that shit ain't happening, bro. That shit ain't happening. You might want to go find a regular job and shit and get used to it. Let me see. Black said he called it beautiful. All right, and then I said drop the link for me. Oh yeah, my bad. Actually, I want y'all actually up here on this one for like give y'all opinion on this conversation. Cause yeah, I don't know what the fuck going on right now. I mean, you got a man lady on the board. Like, why Foxx Soul even do that? What they trying, man? Let's see, man. That's that. I'm not going down the road of the multimedia, national media, all that shit. I'm not going down that road. But look, drop the link. I got the link dropped in there for you up. Look, I'm gonna go back to it because I don't know what the fuck this is, man. Just be honest with you.
Cynthia G, you did say, why are we going all the way back to 1960? There is some truth to history when it comes to evaluating anything or anyone. So what do you say to that? Hold that thought, because I only got about 30 seconds here, so I don't want you to get into it, because I know you're going to get into it good, sis, and then have to come right back out of it. You understand? So just make sure you understand the question at hand, which is about a person's history, in this particular case, Black men's history in America, and why it doesn't matter when it comes to the war being waged against them. We'll talk about that and more when we return on The Business of Being Black with Tammy Mack on Fox Soul. Oh, we'll be back. Woo.
Do it.
Hey, for y'all that's watching over on my channel, man, make sure y'all hit that link and come over to the JVJ Network. Watch over there and sub up over there. Stop watching on my channel.
So I would like to know, what did you do in response in history other than go to the Supreme Court and petition to have access to the men's women that you're complaining and accusing of disenfranchising you? See, because in the 1960s, what Black men were really doing, and it's been documented, many civil rights leaders have admitted to it, what Black men were doing is chasing the white man's woman, trying to so-called stick it to him by way of going to their women, which you should have been doing is trying to get liberation for yourself. What you should have been trying to do is get that foot off your neck. But see, the foot is not on your neck. And the only time you recognize it being on your neck is when you want to get away with doing something that you think white men are getting away with doing. Because let's just be real. Whenever we hear about this war against Black men, it's usually being brought up when there's a Black man like R. Kelly, Bill Cosby, we see Trey Songz going through it, Ari Spears, when they engage in some degeneracy, and then they're getting a consequence for it. And Black men think that because they perceive white men to be getting away with crimes, they want to be able to get away with crimes as well. The reality is, Dr. Umar can sit up here and list all the different ways that the system is disenfranchising Black men and Black men in a victim boat. But the reality is, what he cannot tell you is what Black men did in response to it, because they did nothing. They laid down and they nested under the skirt of their non-Black preferences, and only to complain that whenever they commit a crime, they're not getting off like they.
So let's find out.
All right. Y'all already know how I feel when I hear that lady open her mouth and say any goddamn thing. One thing that I am gonna comment on, and I got my boy Al from the Norm 18. Matter of fact, I'm gonna let Al go first. What you got for the folks, man? Say what's up to the folks, man.
Yeah. Can you hear me? Am I good? Am I loud? Am I clear?
No, you sound good. You probably sound better than I do right now.
No. Anyways, I'm glad to be here real quick. Let me get the pleasantries out the way. What's good, everybody in the chat? Appreciate y'all showing up. Make sure you go to the channel as well. Out from the North 18. Make sure you subscribe. Raz girl, I ain't see you subscribe yet. I don't think you subscribed yet, Black. I'm calling people out. Red, did you subscribe? Make sure y'all subscribe. So we got to talk about this. The crazy thing, when I first watched it, like I told you, I saw the he-she on there, and it bothered me because I'm like, yo, why? Okay, so y'all be digging in on brothers that ain't gay, but then when the actual dudes that are there gay or dress like women, y'all don't call them out. So why do you let them jump in and scapegoat on y'all and be acting like y'all got the same plight? They the same Black men that you're talking about. Remember that era, the 90s, late 80s, or the down low Black men? Them the same dudes y'all was talking about. But now since they taking y'all side, it's okay. And then y'all just gonna keep that for us. And the sad thing is, a lot of them dudes, they only do that because they be wanting to get with y'all men. And the men don't be going for it a lot of times. Most of the time, Black men are not going for that. Heterosexual Black men, they're not going for that. So that's their argument. Then they saying about them getting beat up and bullied and all that. But then you got a lot of Black females that do the same shit. So it makes no sense. Why are they even a conversation? And Fox Soul does that shit all the time. OWN does it. Oprah's network, former network, she does it. They will have trans people, Black women, and then be telling we're your sisters and all of that. And Black men need to treat all of us good. And it's like, we're not attracted to you. We're heterosexual. You got some gay Black men out there, but They're mad because they don't accept them as actual women. It's like, no, that you're gay, because a lot of them women had a full transition done. So how you gonna sit there and act like you are an actual fucking man? And then this is the sad thing, freaking Umar kept calling her beautiful. It's a he she. Then plus fucking Cynthia G ain't beautiful. She ugly and decrepit inside. She a demon. So this is where we have to be careful about, because black men do hold each other accountable. And if we don't, the system will hold them accountable. But the thing is, Umar tried to say this, Dwan B tried to say this. They at least tried to give it some common ground about black men and black women, but they don't want to hear that. They just want to keep going in on black men. And that's the biggest issue that we have. How can we work things out? You're not gonna sit there and talk shit about me and think I'm still gonna work with you. Because a lot of black females' problem is, and I'm keeping it G, a lot of black females had this syndrome of take me as I am syndrome. No matter how I treat you, you still supposed to love me and stick around. I stuck around for you, but it's like, no, you stuck around from them dudes that wasn't shit, and they ran you through the mud. But you're not finna do me the same way. And people have the right. It's called self-preservation. Period.
All right. Well, that's my boy out from the norm 18. I don't know if he told y'all where to find him at, but
yeah, I said it. Out from the norm 18. Make sure y'all go subscribe. If you over here now, make sure you subscribe. Jay, you the show host, drop the link.
I ain't doing all that, man. You better get to work. Yeah, you got access, man. Oh, I got my girl Erin in here. I've been seeing her in the comments lately. I've been going back and forth with you. She said 100. Shout out to you, Miss Lady. If you actually did want to come up on the link, you can. It's in the chat. And then Tampa Supreme said, "Where Grace?" Yeah, man. Where Grace at, man? Where Grace at tonight? Where's she at? Okay, he just on he's silent now, man. He doing his own little thing. I don't know where she at tonight, man. I have no idea. It's amazing where I'm always here for all the live streams, but I don't know what the fuck they
That's
doing.
because you're not gonna ask me some shit that's supposed to be your knowledge, not mine. Go ahead.
Man, look, man, I'm just gonna get this shit in order around here when it comes to the JVJ network. I gotta get this shit in line. But look, regardless of that, that's some back chat shit. If y'all want to hit the link and come talk about this conversation, by all means you can. I'm going back to the video. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go back to the video because that wasn't all we were talking about.
Dr. Umar, what have black men done?
Well, number one, again, I think that it is such a shame coming from a psychological perspective that we seek to heal our wounds as a people by relying on unprofessional testimony by individuals who have a vendetta against the opposite gender in their community. When you hear Sister Cynthia speak, you can hear a hurt and a pain and a hatred towards black men. We cannot find an effective solution to black male-female relationship issues or the oppression of black men or black women when the people at the table having the conversation have negative emotional and pathological interest in the
Look, I'm be honest. I feel the same way when I hear a lot of ladies in that divestment community, or the chicks that say I don't need a man or some shit like that. I don't fucking know. But I kind of look at them like, man, like who the fuck hurt your ass? Like, and guys don't like to say that because I think ladies, y'all have coined that that talking point, that phrase right there. Who hurt you? I want to give y'all that one. But like a lot of these ladies seem like they have something wrong with them. When I hear ladies say that, because that goes completely against your entire like natural instincts, your biological like habits that come into you. Like you want to partner with the opposite sex. Like every human being wants to do that. Besides, like, the people that are weird and then lost and bumped their head and shit. I'm sorry, the alphabet people, but that's how I feel about it. I think y'all just on some other shit. Most people most women want to be with men, and most men want to be with women. So when you sit around as a woman that actually is attracted to men, it's weird. It's weird. It's weird as hell to me. So I agree with them. I'll look at you like somebody did something to you. Somebody hurt your ass. Because there's no other explanation for that. There's no other, like, that's all I can come back to. That's all I can come back to. But you know, other people might have other excuses. Aaron said, those women have lost their minds for real. Look, we're gonna keep going to because I know a lot of people got pissed off at Umar about this, by him saying that part. And I didn't have a problem with him saying it. I think most people just have a problem with him for who he is. But here we go. I'm gonna go ahead and get back into it. We're gonna get to it. Let's get
conversation that are not.
Umar, the question wasn't about my emotional state. The question was, what did black men do in response to their disenfranchisement? Yeah, because you're trying to pathologize my emotional state, not knowing that I'm a psychologist too. But what you're not doing is telling us what black men did.
I believe he'll get there, Dr. Umar. Dr. Umar.
And I'll end it quickly, Sister Tammy. According to Mrs. Cynthia G., Dr. King was assassinated because he was doing nothing. Malcolm X was assassinated because he was doing nothing. Medgar Evers was assassinated because he was doing nothing. Fred Hampton was assassinated because he was doing nothing. That narrative that black men have done nothing to fight back against systemic oppression, not only against ourselves, but against our women, our children, our elders, and our community is absolutely ridiculous. The cemetery is filled with black men, names we know and names we don't know, who gave their life for the freedom, liberation, and emancipation of African people. How can you disrespect the history of so many black men, past and present, who continue to fight? I'm sitting in a school right now that we built with all black.
Nah, we gonna stop with that school shit. We gonna stop with that school shit, Umar. But his point is valid, in my opinion, my honest opinion. His point is valid. We've had. Look, man, I got Martin Luther King sitting right behind me, man. I know some people might not like feel how I feel about the dude. Like, no bullshit. I agree with Malcolm X on a lot of the shit he was talking about. But, you know, even besides that, other people, Mark Garvey, all these other people, there have been a lot of black men that have fought. Like, put they, man, look, no bullshit. They ended up putting their lives on the line if you really want to talk about it. But tried to make things better for our community. And for her to sit up there and act like black men have done nothing, like nothing. She's like, "Oh, y'all laid down for your oppressor." Oh well, here goes Cynthia. I'm just gonna give you a mind fuck right now. If women are better than men, and they have always been better than men, when the white man make the black man lay down, what the fuck did y'all do? And we can talk about some shit now. Like, I get tired of that disrespect, and I feel Umar for where he came from. That's utter disrespect to sit here and say that these black men didn't do nothing, ever. Yes, we had very bad times in our history, and a lot of people need to get the fuck over it. Like, no bullshit. Remember it. It's a teaching lesson. Remember that, but get over it. These motherfucking, man, I swear, I see too many black ladies in our community holding that shit. I literally covered a video on What We Know podcast where there was a black lady said, literally, came out of her mouth, and I never knew this was the term. Black women have not come to the terms of forgiving black men for slavery. And I'm like, what the fuck? I was like, what are you talking about? What? And you can see it in the mindset of hearing some of these radical ass ladies talk in our community. They will rather everybody die. Just real shit. Y'all should just go out there and just give your lives away. What would you like? No. Ain't nobody look, we're logical over here. Ain't nobody doing that. There's more than one way to skin a cat. I'm just pulling it out. I'm just throwing it out there. I'm from the South. There's more than one way to skin a cat. And if they don't agree with how, man, look, man, I just can't do nothing about that, man. It's just weird, man. It's really weird. Aaron Jenkins said, it's weird. It is weird. We need each other. We do need each other. And then she also said, damn, I guess when I was going through my little fucking rant for a fucking second. Yeah, I'm over here squatting shit. Hal said, Dr. Umar listened to Cynthia G for 1 minute and he started dreaming about being knee deep in a white snow bunny lake. House, man, I'm start reading your comments, man. I gotta pre-read your comment before I read your comments, but probably I don't know, maybe not. Look, man, he like the sisters, and look him, man. I'm not even gonna talk about Umar, man. Let's let him keep talking.
Money. 4 buildings that we're going to educate Black men in. It's not easy to solve our problems because there's always Black people in your very same community who's fighting against what you're trying to do to help it. But in addition to that, the white power structure is always waving its wand of oppression to try to sabotage anything we do. I think that the analysis of our women is too overly simplistic, and in being such, it is dishonest.
They've done so much. You've only listed names and not accomplishments, though.
I can list some accomplishments. Okay, when it comes down to it, what have Black men done since the 60s? We've turned around and we've gotten, we're still inventing things. We still open up businesses. Here in LA, you got Black businesses all around town. It's just that when we open these businesses up, you have a city that these Black businesses suddenly catch on fire. You have issues when it comes down to what's going on right now with one of my cousins and these abatement laws, who's built plenty of properties here in LA, managing it. But because there was some gang activity down the street, a nuisance abatement is about to get all of his properties taken. So when Black men do build things, and we build things on individual basis, you're not going to see an NBC special about what the great Black man built. When Irv Gotti, Suge Knight, and J. Prince tried to put together a distribution, they all got charges the next week. So it's not like we don't build things. When we do build things, something always ends up seeming to happening. And in spite of that, you've seen the most Black business male ownership that's gone up in the last 60 years since the coronavirus. We still doing it. I personally got 3 businesses, so I don't know what you're talking about. I employ young Black men. I've helped thousands of Black children here in South Central LA. So all this Black men ain't doing nothing. Where are you kicking it at?
So how are
Nah, I'm gonna address that argument right there. A lot of people need to stop that narrative that Black men ain't doing nothing out here. Like that seems to be a big narrative that's pushed over on the man hating side, especially when it's like Black women pushing it. These motherfuckers ain't doing shit. These motherfuckers ain't got no money. Y'all like how I said that shit? I was practicing that voice earlier. I was like, I'm gonna use it eventually. Like, look, man, Black men earn like $43,000-$45,000 a year. Like, that's where we at as an average. More than half of Black men are single, childless, and they live in the middle class. Like, that's just the stats that we got from the last. Look, we just had a census. We just had it. It promoted these stats. It sustained these stats, honestly, because Kevin was telling everybody about them ahead of time, but it reaffirmed them. I don't know why we want to keep pushing this narrative. I can form ideas, but besides that, I'm not even gonna do it. Erin said she was laughing. Alexis came in here. Alexis in here, she made a face, and then Red said Wanda oppression. I don't know. I was a wizard. Okay, Wanda oppression. And then House said Dr. Umar started thinking I need to tell my Pan-African brothers to stay from these demon women who bleach their skin. And yes, Cynthia G bleaches her skin because she hates Black that much. All right. And then Red said Dewan got a milk dud head. All right. He do got a milk dud head. Hold on, let me put that shit full screen. Look at him. Look at Dewan. Dewan's right here, y'all. Dewan, y'all see my cursor? He do got a milk dud head. He got a weird shaped head. That's pretty funny. Hey, good call out, Red. Good call out. And then girl Aaron said you're hilarious. I'm trying not to be, but this shit's funny. House said if Cynthia bleaches her anymore, she might be the first white/Black lady Dr. Umar would consider smashing with his Pan-African, if you know what I mean. Okay. House, man, you must be at work right now because I think you got more energy when you're at work. But either way, though, that's besides the point. I'm gonna let them talk some more. I don't know what the fuck they talking about, man. Honestly, to be real with you, But let's see what we got.
So how are black men creating all these businesses and still costing the government $50 billion a year?
Hold that
Here's
thought.
the
I want
one
to get
thing that is
I want to
being
get hope in
ignored.
here real quick, Dr. Umar. I want to get hope in here because Dr. Umar listed a plethora of black men that we know, and I'm assuming he listed the ones that we know so that we can identify and all agree that these black men have done something in terms of the fight for equality in America. How do you feel about those men that he listed, Hope? Have they done anything for the black community or not?
Most definitely, I would be ignorant to say that they haven't, right? But I think that what we're failing to realize is that when we have this conversation about what black men have done, the consequences are usually because of white supremacy and the gaze of white folks on us are that the black men are then taken away and the black women have to then sustain those things. To say that black women are unappreciative of that, it would be, I think that is the dishonesty, right? The way that black women show up for the black community and the black families, regardless of how we feel about the black men that we might be interacting with or the black men that are doing bad things, while still staying here to cultivate the black men who are, is, I mean, to overlook that to me is just dishonest. The idea that a lot of you all were raised by grandma and them and auntie them and all of these amazing black women that are in community and share space with you and share space with your children, that's being looked over. But also this isn't, Dr. Umar, you're right. I don't agree with a lot of the stuff that you said, but you're absolutely right. It's not about the idea of who's doing it better or trying to, the pissing match of the oppression Olympus amongst black people, but it's really about working together. The problem is what I find in working together is that the black man wants to lead, whether he's acquired the gumption and the knowledge to be able to do so appropriately and effectively or not. The thing about it is
the thing about it is, who the fuck are you to tell, man, like, no bullshit. Let me come back to the other screen. If what everybody told me is true tonight, that's a man. If y'all are telling me that that's a man, I'm gonna approach this like that's a man. Look here, buddy. I'm just telling straight up. Look here, buddy. I don't know what the fuck you talking about, and I don't know who you talking to. You gonna judge the judgment of black men as a whole. Judge it as a whole, then. Stop judging it off the 10, the 20, the 15, maybe the 30% of black men that are out here just, impregnating everybody, hitting the club, shooting it up, all that wood stuff. Don't put that on all majority of black men. In this, if you're a man like you're supposed to be, at least what they told me. Why? I'm not, because I'm about to say something. I'm about to be mean, man. I'm trying my best to be nice about that, about saying what I'm saying, but I ain't even gonna do it to myself, man, because I'm about to cuss that thing out. Let me see. Where was I at? Blah blah blah. Bleaching. All right, here we go. House said Synergy gives me she will drown her black kids in the bath. Man, damn type vibes. She on demon time. And then Aaron said enjoying the live, but I have to be up early. Hope you guys have a good night, man. Appreciate you coming in, girl. Red said I get it away. And then Flavor Genuine, shout out to you, sir. Ain't seen you in a couple days. Said hope Gisley, or I hope I said that right. Gisley is not a black woman. Supposedly that's supposed to be a black man, and you can Google it. Damn, you can. Yeah, okay, everybody's reaffirming this shit, man.
Yeah, let me go ahead and say, because you sounding real crazy right now, G. So let me
hold on. Let me read this last one though. Let me read this last one. You can go ahead.
Oh,
and
my
check
bad.
out,
Go
man.
ahead.
See, Hope G is a man. Goddamn, nigga. I didn't know I was listening to a transformer. The LA doctor did a good job. Give him a dick chop. Oh my god. All right, go ahead.
Anyways,
I don't know why y'all set me up for that shit, man.
So I told you before you did the show, so I want to hear your bullshit.
I ain't believe you though.
Second of all, I looked up this guy, and the guy is a trans activist. That's all he's worried about. So when he comes into my black women, this and this and that, they just doing the same thing that BLM did to try to get white people on their side, or making it more about the females. So what pissed me off about this conversation is the fact that Synthetic G asked Umar, what have black men done? He named the names because you already know what they did. And then homeboy came in and was like, yeah, but what about the black? And it's like, that's what's so tiring. Even if it's coming from a biological black female, it's annoying. You ask us a question, we answer it, and then you still go back to y'all the victims. You go back to we did the most. We sustained it. No, y'all did not. Y'all can't sustain something that a man created, because guess what? It takes a man's brain to move that same shit. So you can't do the same thing because we're the protectors. We're the protectors of this situation. I don't give a fuck. So the sad thing is, when a lot of females say that shit, this is why we can't do what we need to do as a community and work together, is because you'll ask us a question, we answer it. That's not good enough. So we're supposed to say, fuck what we did and just keep talking about y'all. But guess what? If we keep talking about y'all, we're going to have to talk about the dirt that y'all did. We're going to have to talk about the shortcomings that y'all had as well. We can't just sit there and glorify y'all. And you got to realize we had to be the heads. We had to give up our lives. We had to give up our freedom. So that's what's disingenuous. This is why I can't watch Foxx Soul. They talk all this shit, but what about all the men that they got on there? The men be trying to correct men all the time on there, and they never give respect to them. What they do, they bring on gay guys or guys that dressed up like women, trying to talk for us. This is where we have the issue at. It's disingenuous at best. You asked the question, Umar answered it, and then you went back to, oh, females, this, and this, and that. You can't sit there and tell me that the women that were doing what they were supposed to be doing back in the days ain't get no praise for it. Why you think Mother's Day is bigger than any day? It's bigger than Father's Day. Fathers understand we ain't supposed to get credit. We just doing what we supposed to do. Men understand that. Women get all this praise and it still don't be enough. That's why we be kicking the knowledge that we kick, because it's like, fellas, you can't win for losing. You can go ahead and do all this white knighting, but a lot of these females are still not gonna care. They're not going to care. Like, look at China Arlen in the chat line. In the chat right there. Go ahead and pull that up, Jay.
God damn, you was in the middle of your goddamn soliloquy.
No, because I want to go ahead and soliloquy on them comments.
All right, look, you want to get something in there. All right, y'all hold up, man. I'm putting the link in there. Make sure y'all go over there. Look, get off my fucking channel and go over there and watch it on the JVJ network. Please do that for your boy. And see, China said, do you think black men focus too much on the past instead of what they can do now? Do you want to answer that one first?
No, I don't know. I don't think so.
Well, she said no.
I don't think so. Can I finish, nigga? Or you want to just keep going?
Yo, man, goddamn! Go ahead. It's your show. Go ahead and rock it out.
No, because if, like Umar said earlier, if you don't know what happened, you don't know how to avoid it happening again. So when black men talk about the past, we're talking about the past logically. All right, well, this happened, that happened. This is what we messed up. So when Umar makes his comments on the civil rights movement, or if I tell the truth. Martin Luther King had to tell the truth, got rich so before he got assassinated. This is where we're messing up. And he was like, damn. I mean, not damn, but he was like, man, I may have let my people into a burning house. He had to realize that. So we have to analyze that. Like, no, we can't just keep talking about some of the character of a person. We got to make sure we ride for black first. So it has to be that way. We have to see where we made a mistake so we can do better. That's how you move wisely. And that's what we got to realize. You can be smart and learn from your mistakes, but the best thing to do is learn from somebody else's mistakes, and that's how you become wise.
All right. On to the next one. Red said, Jay is curious because he thinking about Man, shut up, Red. Ain't nobody transitioning around here, man. He said, China said, Umar didn't answer the question initially. You want to say something about that?
Oh, yeah. You still can hear me, right?
Yeah.
Sure my page. All right. Initially, he answered the question because it was a rhetorical question, and I get why he answered that way. The reason why he answered that way is because Cynthia G is disingenuous. She know damn well what black men have done and what black men have died doing. So for her to say that, he's like, oh okay, so we're going to sit over here and freaking act like MLK ain't nobody. Matt Everest ain't nobody. We're going to sit around here and act like Michael, damn, I'm fucking up the brother's name. Please excuse me.
Michael Eric Dyson.
No, Carmichael. Stokely Carmichael ain't nobody. We're gonna sit around and act like Matula Shakur ain't nobody. Geronimo Pratt ain't nobody. Bobby Seale ain't nobody. Huey Newton ain't nobody. Fred Hampton ain't nobody.
Hey, hold on. Before hey, hold your thought, because China done popped up. Hey, real quick, let me see. Can you come off camera real quick? Because I don't want to make sure you ain't no troll. Like you ain't on the stream, but I ain't gonna let you up until I can see your face in the back chat. But let's see. House said, so my question to y'all is, Hope G or Bruce Jenner, how looks more woman? And House, with this African ass shit you be writing, man. Look,
You know
I'll
he meant to
say
put who, man. You know he meant to put
yeah, I know
there.
this. He had the letters mixed up. He had all the ones he needed, but just they were in the wrong order. The person that's on the Hope G looks more like a woman than Bruce Jenner, in my opinion.
Hell no. Now one of them motherfuckers look like women.
He said more like a woman. You got to give him an answer.
Neither.
Okay,
Just because they put
look,
on wigs
look, man,
don't make them
man,
women.
I'm just saying, man. Ain't nobody say there was a woman. They say who looks more like a woman. Man, answer the goddamn question.
China, did you just at least show us that you a person?
Nah. We can't. Ain't like, man. Look, just act like you ain't somebody that's gonna pull your dick out. Like that's why I'm not finna let you up unless I look. Show me a wall or some shit. Like, I don't know. It doesn't really fucking matter.
Yeah, China, you just gotta, just like you in the back check, can't nobody see you but us. All you gotta do is just, turn your camera on real quick, just wave or something, and just turn it back off before we let you on the live.
Right. I don't need to see your fucking face. Red said she thinks MLK marched just to get white women. Yeah, she kind of alluding towards that. All right, somebody's in the car. All right, bet. I'll work with that. China's gonna come on up. Bing. Let me read the rest of these comments and then I'll let you say what you gotta say. Red said okay, mark to get white women. All right, and then Melanated C said hey y'all, what's up, girl? What's up, Melanated? And then Red said Jay was quick to choose, huh? Fuck you. House said ops with one smashing LOL. Oh, which one smashing LOL? He's laughing about that. All right. China, what were your thoughts on what we saw so far?
Hey, so I really just tuned in. I've never seen your channel. I just know there's like a whole bunch of controversy around this interview. So I was just kind of strolling and then I seen you live. And so I popped in. So I didn't hear a whole lot before, making my comments, but just a little bit that I did hear, you saw my comments in the chat. And so the one thing that I was wondering, which the other guy, I'm sorry, I don't know your name, you answered, but I still don't understand. When I asked, how long are we going to keep talking about the stuff of the past, and then when we're going to actually do something now? And then you went on about how, of course, we can't know where we're going unless we know what the past is and this and that. The thing is like I grew up in a very pro-Black family. And so as a little kid in the 90s, we was always doing these stop the violence marches and watching Farrakhan and all that stuff. And the message has been going out. I'm now 35. This has been going on since before I was a little girl. It's been going on since forever. When does something get put into action? There's all the books and scholarly articles and journals and research papers and theses done about the state of the Black condition and how we got here and this and that. But when do we actually do something, or for this case, since the question was about the men, when do the men actually start putting this stuff into action? Because there's been decades of talking. And I mean, the information is out there to where there should be no more talking. There should just be doing. I'm tired at this point. I'm 35. Actually, I've been tired now because I don't see anybody in the Black community actually, putting their, doing anything.
All right. Hey, look, before you get your answer, did you hit that link for the JVJ? Here, what are you watching off of? Let's talk with JVJ.
I'm on what do you mean? I'm on my phone. I'm on YouTube.
Yeah, like on YouTube. What channel are you on?
I think it says, I can't tell because now I'm on StreamYard. So I think it's the Let's Talk.
Was it a Let's Talk?
I think so, yeah.
All right, look. I want you when you get not driving. I don't want you to crash, and I don't want to see a crash and burn out here. But make sure you when you get back into all the good shit and you can sit down for a second. Make sure you go and sub up to the JBJ Network because we do this shit like we do this shit on Saturdays, Mondays, and Thursdays. But did you hear what she was asking? Did you hear her question?
I kind of missed part of it. I made a mistake and kind of moved it. I heard the end what she said.
I can summarize it really quickly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it for him.
Appreciate it. Yeah, summarize it for me, please.
Okay. So I'm 35. I was raised in a pro-black family, and since the 90s, I've been hearing the pro-black talk, watching Farrakhan, Nation of Islam, going to stop the violence marches in LA, all this kind of stuff. I'm watching it, hearing it my whole entire life. My family was raised. I was raised to believe in Black people. Now, the thing is, there's all kind of articles, journals, books by scholars and studies done, everything that's been done that tells you about the Black condition, how we got here, all this stuff. We already know where most of us, I mean, if you're interested, would already know where we've been. Okay. Why do we have to keep talking about where we've been? We know it. When is the stuff going to be put into action? So I'm tired at this point. I don't believe it's going to happen because people just keep talking. And Umar on that thing kept saying, oh, we need to do an assessment and an evaluation of the conditions. That's already been done. It's all documented. When are you guys going to put something into action? I'm talking specifically for the men because this was about Black men. So when is that going to happen?
Okay, so I think this is the thing that we have to realize, and this is why Umar says what he says, and this is why a lot of men say what we say. The problem is so many women, we hear so many females say the same thing, but they're not paying attention to the things that's actually going on around them, right? So say she said we're doing nothing. Now let me ask you, did you hear about those brothers? I believe it was down somewhere in Texas. It was 4 fathers. No, it's like multiple fathers, like 10 Black fathers going into one of the high schools that's in their community that's really been going through a lot of fights, not getting a class, grade, everything like that. So made this program called Daddy's on Duty. Did you hear about that program?
No. And I have a rebuttal already to what you're saying, but I will let you continue. Go ahead.
Hold on. Wait a minute. Wait a second. You can't have a rebuttal before he asks the question. That means you're not listening.
No, I'm listening. I will break it down later. That's why I wanted to give him the opportunity to finish. That's why I want to give him the opportunity to finish because I do have something to say already, but I don't want to be rude. So I want to let him finish. I'm listening.
Okay, hey, check this real quick, y'all. Let me read these comments. Keep your shit in mind. Trying to keep your shit in mind. House said some other shit, but I'm not gonna read it because he's in the back chat and I'm about to bring him up. Clicks and views is in the building. She said, what is she saying? Oh, what she is saying is why. I guess that was going for you, China. And then she said, when JVJ. I don't know what the hell I said. And then she also said small scale. And then Melanated said, I saw that on the news. Okay. Look, going to you, then to China, and then House. I'll let you follow that thing up.
Cool. So this is the reason why I brought that up, right? Now, this was made over maybe 5-6 months ago, and you still don't know about it. So my point is this: the same way I just brought that up and you didn't know about it is because it seems like people focus so much on the negative. Like they say, who cares about the truth when the lie's more entertaining? So if you have somebody like Cynthia G that keeps saying the same thing and then makes it seem like Black men are not doing nothing, and then you don't do your research, because sadly, it's more easier to throw the wool over women's eyes in general, because people like Steve Harvey or whoever you can think of. Yeah, I'm just telling the truth. Or Derek Jackson.
No. I'm saying you gotta stop saying more easier. Stop putting more in the front of things.
Wait. I hear you. I hear you. Chill. Let me land. So the sad thing is, a lot of people would placate to women's emotions instead of like actually respecting women like they actually fucking adults. So when she say all those things that she said, all she's trying to make women think about is, oh, you've been done by some Black man wrong. black men don't do nothing anyways. And then a lot of females will think about the wrong type of guys. But the reason why I brought up that situation with all those brothers who are fathers and trying to help in their kids' school is because it gets diluted. It's like people don't pay attention to what black men are doing. And in that being said, that's where the divide and conquer comes in. So now you don't worry about looking at black men that are actually doing things and paying more attention. So that way we can start healing ourselves through the hurt because we're actually rectifying. Because me personally, I don't think relationships is going to help it. I'm tired of hearing about the black love shit. That shit ain't going to help it no more. We have to get back to having common courtesy amongst each other. Just being able to say, how you doing, brother? How you doing, sister? And leave it at that. The sexual part is where we messed up. That's what sexual revolution messed us up. But the fact that you can go back and think that they didn't do nothing is sad. So since you're saying that, right, and you don't know about this thing that is in recent history in the last 5 months, is the reason why black men keep talking about these things, because we can't allow what black men and black women have done in the past to be erased. Because if that's the case, how are we going to know that we can do something great?
Okay. I would like to say that the reason I had a rebuttal is I'm not a Cynthia G fan. I think she brings out a lot of excellent points, but I got a lot of issues with some things of hers as well. So I don't watch her all the time. Actually, I don't watch her a lot at all. But of course, I saw this. I thought she brought out excellent points the whole time. Now, what I'm going to say, this is where the men or the women who tried to come against her points, this is where you guys messed up. I really want y'all to hear this because I want to hear a decent rebuttal, okay, against it. A good
Got
fight,
you,
a good
girl.
argument.
Go ahead. What you got,
Okay,
girl?
this is where y'all always mess up. You've heard her always talk about the collective, okay? The collective means the group as a
Yeah,
whole.
the majority.
Right. We're not talking about individuals or small pockets because,
Yeah.
I mean, if we're doing that or just pinpointing, or like the guy Dewan in that damn interview, he was so foolish. He kept saying, my daddy was there. Oh, I came from Mary Fat. Oh, I know black men. I don't know no black men who
Yeah.
don't do da-da-da. You're pinpointing, it's like anecdotal stuff and it's just small people. But what about when we look at the statistics and we look at the group, okay? We're talking about the whole. And
Yeah.
it doesn't reflect what you're saying. Nobody's saying there's no black men doing anything. There's nobody saying that, every black man doesn't take care of his kids or doesn't believe in marriage, but we're talking about the group and the whole. It reflects otherwise, and that reflection is not good. So pointing out, you cannot win that argument about the group by pointing out one or two, or, of course there's more than that, but you can't win it by pointing out the small things. And the bigger picture shows that the real work is not being done by the collective. Okay. So that's my point. And that's what my rebuttal is. It's not that I can't say a black man is not doing something good or doing programs or things like that. But as a group, where they are failing as men. And as a whole, men and women, it's a failure.
All right. Hey, look, I'm gonna take that with
What can I ask?
No, fuck that. No, let that sit there and marinate for a second. I'm gonna read these comments.
Okay, I'll go after the comments.
Nah, you ain't going at the comments. I gotta say something first. But and then House got to say something too. But Melanated said, going back to what you were talking about earlier, they would come on campus and work with the kids to help them to stop fights on the campus. And I think me and you both talked about that. I think we talked about it in the live stream. That was in Texas, right? You talking about the fathers in Texas that got together and they came?
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Like, men have done some things. Like, they're still doing stuff currently. And she said, what happened to the interview? I came late. Amiri Brown decided that he was not going to respond to my messages on email. So, yeah, no Amiri Brown interview tonight. I always got something in the backup. And then Hurricane back up in here and said, facts. And then Clicks and Views said exactly 100%. She was agreeing with you, China. And then Hurricane said, I think all like-minded men and women should put their money together, get some land, start over from scratch. That would be good. Another Black Wall Street. And then Clicks and Views said, that is what I mean about small scale. Okay. and she said, "Come through, sis." All right, look, China. To your point, I ain't gonna
Come
lie,
on.
you made me laugh a little bit
Why?
because I get where you're coming from. I get where you're coming from, and I don't sense any ill will or discontent in what you said. That was a bunch of bullshit. I'm just gonna throw it out there for you.
Oh,
That was a
okay.
bunch of
You gotta
bullshit.
make that make sense because literally, you guys, I'm being serious. This isn't with any malintent or anything, but this is one of the reasons why I kind of like I had to just be done with the Black community because
Mhm.
no, I'm being serious.
Are you a
And
divester?
when I say that, no, it's nothing about that. It has nothing to do
No,
with
I'm just asking. I'm
dating.
just
I'm
asking.
not. No, I've listened to
Okay,
divestment stuff, but I don't, advocate
okay.
for.
You just exploring your options right now.
No, it has nothing to do with my dating. I'm not talking about my dating life at all. It has nothing to do with that. What
Oh,
I'm talking
You
okay.
mean
about.
Okay.
you sound like you something the pro-black thing.
No, I used to be. That's how I was raised, and I lived that most of my life. But
Yeah,
after
that's what
the
I'm saying. Are you saying that's
disappointments,
what you're? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Are you done with that mindset?
I've been done with that for a few years. I'm cut
Okay.
it off. The
Okay, but keep going.
2020 elections was the huh?
Explain your point. Like I don't want to derive. I don't want to
Because
fall off on some other stuff.
yeah,
So basically, your
and this
ultimate point from what you said was what?
okay, and I gotta keep it. I have to have
I ain't
conversations
finna
where we're
attack
being
you on it.
completely honest. Okay. And so my thing is we know when we looking at the data, the statistics, the shit does not align. We know when we're looking at the community, the shit is bad. We know that how many households in the Black community are headed by a single parent. Okay. And most of the time
Yeah,
that single parent is a
yeah.
mom. Um,
Hmm.
we know the data is bad. We know Black men, the most
Yeah,
unemployed, the most
that's
jailed, all this stuff. We know this how this shit
see,
affects our
that's the funny
community.
thing.
We know
See,
how it
I'm
affects,
ooh.
and we're seeing
Ugh.
right now with our eyes
Not true.
what
Okay,
the
what
consequences
the
of all
data
this
shows.
is. And
And now hang on.
so we
No,
see what the
hang on.
consequences.
I just wanted to honestly. I just need you to refresh my memory on what you said. You just gave me more than what the hell I was waiting for, but you gave me a lot. Uh, you said look at the data, look at the stats, look at the statistics, and all that shit. That doesn't back up that argument. That side, Black men are not the most incarcerated.
Well, if we're looking at rates, right? Rates, not
Hold on.
pure
Okay,
volume
you
of
want to talk about
numbers.
okay now rates? Now, okay, rates. We're going to
Because
talk
we're
about
only
rates.
13%, and white people
You
are
mean
like what?
percent? So we're talking about percent, right?
Well, if we're talking about rate, yeah, it's the
Yeah.
percentage.
Okay.
Okay.
If you look at what majority of Black men are locked up for in jail is the exact same thing that they're trying to get. What's her name? Brittany Griner released from Russia
Drugs.
for.
War on drugs.
Okay, but
They're
that
trying to they're no
doesn't.
think about that. And that would be crazy because I think a lot of Black women will be very happy to get her back here. It's like they locked her up. She didn't have nothing but a little bit on her. The United States government is willing to negotiate to get a Black woman that is LGBTQ out of Russia from prison for having drugs on her that they lock up majority of Black men in America for. Tell me
Listen.
is
Well,
that
first of all,
not
I personally don't see the government. If it was a white person, they would have been had moved on this.
no,
Okay.
they wouldn't. We have
Yes,
American
they
citizens in
would.
Russia.
I
We
get
have
that, but
Jay,
a
I don't think she's
famous
getting your point.
person, a famous celebrity, but I
American citizens
and
in
honestly,
Russian prison right
no, but I'm
now.
talking about like a public figure, a prominent
She's
public
not a
figure.
public figure. She plays in the WNBA.
She's
Nobody watches that
that's
shit.
how we know her name. That's why we talking about her right now. We're not saying she's the most popular or
But
the
do you get
most
the
prominent,
irony?
but
Do
we
you get
know
it?
who she is. White people
Yeah.
know who she is. Okay, so but what I'm saying, I'm
I
not
don't want
talking
that to
about the
devolve.
reasons.
Real
I'm
quick,
not.
China. I don't want this to devolve because basically now you're trying to say because she's famous.
No, I said that no, you were saying there's plenty of white people locked up. I said no, there's not that many prominent white people locked up in Russian
Exactly,
jails.
famous.
If they were, they would have been getting them out. But I'm thinking because she's black, they're much slower to move. Okay, so you don't think her being black has anything to do with the administration moving real slow to get her out?
Jay, let me get in on this. Because she's taking it in a place it shouldn't go.
I'm not taking it anywhere.
Hold on, real quick. We're not devolving tonight. House, I'm gonna let you go, but real quick, let me read these comments before. House, I'm gonna let you go, and then China, I'll let you rebut whatever the hell he has to say. And then I forgot, I ain't forget you. Come back to you. And the sad part is we're gonna make this shit quick because we got to get back to the video. But let me see. Clicks and Views said, "Come on, JVJ, don't do that." And then Hurricane said, "All I got to say is Willie Lynch letter." And then Clicks and Views said, "There you go, flipping the script." And then Hurricane said, "Her socks is taller than her than the inmates." He killing me with that one. And then Click said, "JVJ, don't make me come up." Look, you can get your ass up. Look, I don't know why you talking like that. Y'all, look, doesn't matter. House going to you. I'm putting the 45-second rule in effect right now.
I'm gonna be
45 seconds is going tonight. 45 seconds because we all
got to say what they need to say. But
exactly. Guess what? We starting a brand new round right now. You starting it.
China. My name is House. It's nice to meet you.
You better stop. You better start saying what you need to say.
Listen, I want to be respectful, but you said earlier that you're a Cynthia G viewer, and
I think we're all Cynthia G viewers. I said I don't like her. I said I've seen her. I agree with her points.
Her talking points, and I'm starting to suspect that the things that you're saying are not coming from a place of logical or reasoning. It's coming from a hate black men kind of vibe.
Did I put out any of that vibe? You're weird. You're weird because you're weird. I didn't get up here for the weirdos. You're kind of strange. I haven't said anything disrespectful. I told you.
No, you don't have to be disrespectful.
You're weirdo. You're strange. You're weird.
Hey, hold on. No. I'll mute everybody. Look, we're not doing that.
Let me finish.
No, China, you cannot call this man weird because he's asking you some type of aggressive questions. We grown ass people. Just let
you'll get it.
Just let him finish what he got to say. Look, house.
I will mute myself.
No. Look, shut the fuck. Look, I will kick out both of y'all asses off this shit. Look, listen, real quick. I'm here, House. I'm taking away the 45-second rule because you already, just for this one question, you got one question to ask her, all right? Yeah, sir, all that. One question. China, answer his question just for whatever it is. Just answer it directly, no ins and outs, all right? And then we're going to move the fuck on. All right, can we do that?
When you say that the black men need to fix the community, are you not taking women to account when they don't want to follow men's leadership? Because it is not. Why are you assuming it's on us to lead y'all? You guys are independent, remember? You don't need no men, remember? Why do we, as the members of the black community, and when you say you're tired of the politics of the black community, I am too, but you're putting the onus on black men. Why should we take the responsibility of fixing it? Why aren't you?
Okay, you ready for my answer?
Yes.
I didn't say you guys had to take responsibility for anything. If
no,
you want to revive, hold on. Let me give you my answer.
What are black men doing? Did you not say that?
Can I give you my answer?
Listen, you're tired of black men's leadership. What are they doing?
Sir, listen.
All right, hold on. Let me answer you. Here, House. Look, China, can you please answer exactly what he asked you? Exactly what he asked you. I understand we like to do the runaround because House is not good with the runaround tonight.
Neither am I. So if you run it back, I specifically said for the purposes of this debate that was going on with Umar and Cynthia, the thing was, what are the black men doing? So I asked the other guy, I think it was Op, we've heard about all the talks about the situation. Now, what are you guys doing? And I said specifically for the purposes of this debate, what are black men doing? Because if you really ask me, I think black men, women, and kids can be doing something. But I said for the purposes of this of the conversation.
And that's the problem. That's the problem.
Look, House, hold up. Op, He was next in line because I didn't even get to finish my shit. Y'all cut me the fuck off. So we're going to op, and then we got to get back to the video. I'm gonna make one statement after the op get done.
All right, real quick. And I want to say this to China. This is where we have the disconnect there, right? When females like Cynthia G or whoever else say what they say, it helps women to not pay attention, and it kind of gives a lot of females, not all, but a lot of females, the scapegoat to not care and actually try to do something as well in the community. Because I know a lot of sisters that are, and they work with black men. I've been doing it for years with sisters and brothers. We work and network together. But the problem is, when we talk about the whole collective, we are not paying attention to the collective of the good black men. We keep paying attention to the collective of the bad black man, which we call niggas over here in Bookies and Ray Rays, right? And we say, don't focus on them. Do your best to stay away from them. So when we hear a lot of females saying this, and the only reason why I'm throwing this in there because it's connected. We can't disconnect it like we've been doing it for the last 4 decades, right? So if we see brothers that are doing things just like I brought out daddies on duty, and you didn't even know about it, that's where the disconnect is really coming, because it's like it's on you to start doing as an individual and as an adult, and if you care about the community, to pay attention to the brothers and sisters that are working together and doing something. And we have to get back to that in order for something to work, because there are brothers doing stuff, and I can name plenty of other organizations and things of that. I can name
many other niggas.
I almost did say that by accident. I can name
yeah,
the Royal Theater Arts Academy. Wait, stop. I can name the Royal Theater Arts Academy. I can name ACT, Arts Conservatory for Teens. I can name a gang of programs that ain't nobody gonna know about because people don't do their research. It's plenty of people out here working with the youth, working with young black men, teaching them decorum, teaching them self-respect, teaching them respect for the community, teaching them respect for the women that's around them. But the problem is Cynthia G and females like her only want to focus on the bad things going because she getting a bag off of it.
All right. Now look, I'm glad you got that off your chest. I'm glad all y'all got that off your chest. Clicks and views is in the building. I'm gonna let her say you got 45 seconds. Get shit off your chest. Cause I'm pretty sure you got something. You wouldn't have came up unless you didn't. So go ahead, start it up. Soon as you start.
You go 45-second me?
Yeah, here we go. We already started. Hold on. 1 second, 2 seconds, 3 seconds, 4 seconds.
Shut up.
You're wasting time.
Listen, first of all, like I've had this discussion before. Shinji, first of all, is extreme on her talking points. She's extreme, and you say women follow her. I don't know if that's necessarily true. We listened to her talking points, and like the young lady on the panel said, that some of her points are valid, and we agree with some of those points, and it's true. I mean, even if a man
ran out of time, ran out of goddamn time.
I can't do your 45 seconds. You gotta at least give us 90 seconds to get out.
90 seconds. So
that's rude. Let her talk, man.
Okay, here. This is what we're gonna do just for right now, not for tonight, just for right now. I'm gonna give all y'all a minute and a half because we got 5 people on the panel.
Okay,
so 5 people had to talk. All right, so a minute and a half, and I'm gonna make sure everybody knows it. So here you go, check it. Hold up, because you going first. You going first. Chill out.
Okay, boy.
All right, here we go. Let me get my phone right. My phone went to sleep. All right, on your mark, get set, go.
And listen, all I'm saying is that you are talking about things that are on a small scale and things that we don't know about. Nobody knows about that. And here's the thing. Everybody knows there's small sectors of people that are doing things, right? And to House point, you say that we don't let men lead. I don't understand where that comes from, because if you have somebody that's out there doing something that's productive, a black man, so to speak, that's doing something that's productive, black women are going to get behind that. So I don't even understand where that even comes from. How many times have you saw us on the front line defending black men? Okay, so don't say that we don't let you lead. That in that argument is invalid. That's not a good argument. Now, if you're talking about in a relationship, there's many relationships where you're right. There's conflicting interests and people don't women are not trying to be submissive to a man and let him lead and all that type of stuff. There's that's a valid argument. You know, I'm not a submissive woman. When I enter into a relationship, it's a partnership. Everybody doesn't think my way. And I understand that. And I
That's that
understand
time, not
that.
time,
Boom, do you
time,
I'm dropping out. Go ahead.
time,
I'm done.
time.
I'm
God
done.
damn time. That was a whole minute and fucking 40 seconds.
I'm done.
Time.
I'm done.
That's
Thank
kind
you.
of rude, Jay. Damn, that's rude as hell.
It is. Look, she mad. It is. Look, we doing a minute and goddamn 30 seconds, man. And I'm holding this shit up in the goddamn fucking camera so everybody else can see it. My arm fucking hurts. Like, no, we're not going. Look. I got my girl Melanated C in here. I'm gonna let her give her opinion. All right. And then after she gets done, nobody has anything to talk about. We're gonna finish the fucking video. Melanated C, what you got, girl?
Hey y'all. So I didn't get to see the interview with well, not interview, but I guess discussion about, is it Cynthia G and Dr. Umar together, or in the discussion?
Yeah, they together.
Oh, okay, I gotta see that. Yeah, but anyway, I definitely can see both side of both viewpoints. I can understand where China was coming from, and I can also see where House was coming from. I feel like, yeah, there are some women, like I can see where House is saying like, oh, women are saying that they don't need a man and all this kind of stuff, but that's like not everybody. Just like all men aren't trash dudes or f boys or whatever. So I feel like, you have to take each side with a grain of salt. And what she was saying also really quickly about the jail, like there's a disproportionate amount of black men that's in jail. There's more white people that are in jail, but white men, but just because there's like a higher population. But the percentage of the population compared to the amount of black men that are in jail is like disproportionately high. But I do agree with what you're saying about the drug charges, for sure.
All right. I had Alexis from Texas in here. What the fuck? Okay, I don't even know what the hell happened. 1, 2, 3. Who? Okay, who dropped out? Who was it? Was that? Nah, House is here.
What's the name?
Yeah, I'm about to say China's still here.
What's that? Clicks.
Clicks. Okay, that was all. Okay, yeah, that shit was just looking weird on my screen. All right, look, I got my girl Alexa from Texas. I'm gonna get her view real quick before we keep playing the video.
Nah, you good. I go ahead and play the video. I want to comment.
Can I just say a quick thing? It's just
okay. You can take her. Yeah, go ahead.
My objection to all this is somebody like Cynthia G, who calls for the killing of black male babies, should not be allowed to have the discussion with ordinary black people about how to fix the black community. I think it's wrong to have someone at the table who is extremely filled with hatred and contempt for black men, to the point where we're taking her seriously. Like, seriously, you cannot come to the table and discuss the issues of the black community and how to fix it with someone who lobs grenades and calls for the killing of black male babies. At this point, you have to draw a line and say this person can't be taken seriously. If a man was speaking like that, you would
House. You made it seem like you had something short to say, man. You trying to goddamn put a prophecy, man. You trying to put a prophecy on the board, man. Look. I agree with what you're saying, but god damn, we got to keep the video going, sir. And real quick before we even get back into the video, because I got to read the comments real quick. Look, for all of y'all that are watching over on Let's Talk with JVJ. Stop fucking watching over there. Like, for real, stop watching over there. Look, come on over here to this little link that I put in the chat again. I'm going to put it in all night long, and I'm going to keep on harping on it all night long. get off of the Let's Talk with JVJ network and come over to the JVJ. Well, Let's Talk with JVJ, and then go over to JVJ network. I don't know why. I probably said that shit like 3 times the wrong way. I'm drinking OE. But either way, though.
If you don't mind, I have to go back in the house because we're watching Hunger Games right now. So I'm just like taking a
What the fuck?
sidebar.
Hunger
Yeah, we're watching
Games?
Hunger Games. The Hunger
What the
Games.
fuck?
So
That shit came out like, what, 3 years ago?
it's still an excellent movie that you can learn from. As a
Who
matter
said
of
that?
fact,
China? Was that
yeah,
you,
that's
China?
me. That's me. It's still an excellent movie. Okay, I
All
like
right.
dystopian type of futuristic shit. It's still a good movie about rebellion. Some black folk don't really be knowing about these days.
I know the girls like Rebellion.
But okay, let me just say what I was gonna say before I get off. I think in regards to I'll give my little 45 seconds, whatever it was. But when
Oh,
it
you want the
comes to the
45? Hold up, man. You should have said that like 45 seconds ago.
what was it,
But
45 a minute? I don't know, whatever you
look,
said.
I'm giving you 30 seconds. Go ahead, girl. What
That's
you
not
got?
fair. Okay, I'll spout this up real quick. Okay. I have a daughter. She's 15 years old, straight A student, good girl. Real
15.
15. She's real dope.
You
I had her
32.
I'm 35. I had her when I was 20.
35.
So I
Okay.
raised her without any programs. I didn't need community involvement. Also, it wasn't an option, but I didn't need it to raise a very well-rounded child. Okay. I spoke life into her from the beginning. She's never been in a fight. She don't like ratchet music. She's a good girl. Okay. Very conservative. The biggest thing that Black people can do to fix the Black community, if you want to do it, is to just work on your own household. That's all you got to do. Okay, that means educating your children at young ages,
Time.
reading to them. All right, a lot of stuff that you can
fully
do.
agree with that statement.
That you can do. Okay,
Look,
it
I
doesn't
think
involve relationship submission.
China.
I'm just
China.
saying. All
China.
right, biggest thing
China.
you
No,
can do
no,
is
no,
fix
no,
your
no,
own
no, no, no,
household.
no. China. China.
All right.
China. China. We all. I will tell you, everybody on the panel that's up here right now, we all agree with that. That's a message that
Oh
we
no, he
all can get
started
behind.
throwing out, oh, but you don't need a man. Going
You
crazy. He started,
need a man.
the biggest
No,
thing
you
you
need
can
a man.
do is
You need
check
a man.
yourself. Check
No, you
yourself and check your kids. Okay, raise them right.
no
Most of the
fuck
Black
no. Don't have no
community.
kids before you check yourself. That's rude. That's
That's
the
the
rule right
thing.
there.
Okay.
Don't have a kid before you have
But most
yourself
people, and
checked.
that would mean that there would be no Black population because most Black people are not checking their own damn selves. Adults, no matter what the age. Got a lot of old fools out here.
Well, guess what? We gotta start doing that, right?
Oh, I've been doing it. I'm cool over here. We
No, no,
good.
no. I'm just saying that. But that I
No,
think that's something that we.
no, they're gonna perish and they're gonna burn if they don't get it right. And that's the sad part. But me and mine, we got it right.
Play the
So
damn video.
y'all have a
Look,
good
here we
night.
go. Hey, look, girl. No. Go in there and watch that bullshit Hunger Games. You're gonna be
I
back.
will.
You'll
Thank
be back.
you.
I appreciate you coming through though. Let's see. House, you ready? Because I got to read a couple of these comments real quick. Red said, "Laugh my ass off." Black said, "Trying to sound like CNG talking points." And then Hurricane said, "Time." Look, man, I gotta be on it again. Time is on my side. And then said China G. And then Dad ain't playing House. I'm not reading your comment, House. Hurricane said, "What you cooking, Alexis?" She was in the kitchen. And I'm not reading your comment, Alexis. You're on the panel. That was me putting the link in the chat. House ran another one, not reading that. And then Hurricane said, Michael Jackson said, "If you can't afford a baby, yeah, then don't have a baby, yeah." All right, here we go. Look, we're going back to the shit, man. And if y'all are watching,
go ahead.
Look, if y'all watching over on my channel, man, make sure y'all go over to the network. I put the link in there for a reason, man. Get the fuck off my channel and go watch this shit on the network, man. Y'all tripping, man. I don't know what the fuck wrong with y'all.
You're working together. We are a team. You get to lead this person because you're better at it. I get to lead that person because I'm better at it. And then we come to a common ground for both of us to succeed. But a lot of the times when we're talking about these succession plans and we're making all of these advocacy movements in order to progress the Black family, the Black man says, listen to me or fail. right? As if Black women have nothing to contribute to that. And I think that that's where the problem is. That's where the discourse needs to happen is how do we work together so that Black men understand that we are meant to work side by side and not with me following you with my head down and saying, yes, that's our master. Because that is me being subservient to you in a way that I might not want to do, especially considering if you do not have the credentials, the know-how, the wherewithal, or the lived experiences to lead me in a way that I might be better suited to do in this point of our journey. And
Dr. Umar.
I'm gonna tell y'all this real quick from my own personal point of view. They know they wrong as fuck for what the fuck they showed on that screen while that man lady was saying whatever that man lady was saying. Like, Black women need to stop buying into white women's problems. Black men have never made y'all subservient to them. Ever. Maybe individual instances here and there, like China was trying to say, because like the stats don't back up exactly what she was saying. She was trying to say the stats were backing her up. That was bullshit. Black men are making more money than they ever made. They're the least incarcerated than they've ever been. Like, I don't know what the fuck she's talking about. But besides that, these problems that Black women think, and that's a man, that's the fucked up part. He done bought into it. But Black women have never been put into a subservient position in the Black community. That's why other women of other races like Black men, because they have more freedom with Black men. Black women just don't know when to shut the fuck up. And I know Alexa's gonna get mad at me. I know she's looking at me crazy right now. Side eye, this nigga talking shit. Be real about it. All women want more than what the fuck they have. All women. Look at it. She's shaking her head. Look at her. Fuck this goddamn fucking hamburger helper. This shit gonna burn tonight. Look,
Jay, can I ask you a question?
What you got?
Is this discussion about the video?
Yes.
Are they talking about how to fix the Black community's issues?
No.
Or are they talking about individual relationships among men and women?
I'm just addressing the point right now. I'm just addressing
not
the
your
point.
point. The video.
Yeah, the video is more like, honestly, the video is not about helping the community. It's kind of exactly what the fuck I'm doing right now.
Yeah, it's just, in my opinion, it's really just, it seems to me there's an agenda when it comes to talking about the Black community, and that agenda is to disparage and separate the community by always trying to include things like a man dressed like a woman, or a gay man to speak for Black men's issues, or a lesbian woman who doesn't represent all Black women. It seems to me there's a fucking corporate agenda. And that's what this network does. They bring on just to disparage. They don't really talk about it. Because how are you going to bring on a pro-Black guy who is Pan-African and is hardcore pro-Black, and a fucking woman who constantly shits on Black men from a position of deep hatred? It seems to me like this is a division kind of thing.
Well, first of all, I do not endorse any kind of a second-class citizenship role for Black women. I believe Black women have as much to offer as do Black men, so I'm not sure who the queen is referring to.
What are you clicking on? Hold up. Wait a minute. We good? Oh, Lord Jesus.
Yeah, we good.
No. My shit's still
point.
doing.
I don't think this is genuine.
No, my shit's doing something funny. Keep talking though. I'm good. Keep going.
Yeah. Does anybody else have anything to say about that? Am I wrong for thinking that? Because it seems to me like they're just disparaging.
House, I definitely agree with that. With what you're saying, because I watch Foxx like not every morning, but I do go on there sometimes in the morning when I'm getting ready, just to hear like what topics they have and like to see what they're talking about. And I definitely agree with the whole having
Went to a single snicker. And only women
having the whole they always have someone from the LGBTQ community on there. And in a discussion like this, I don't really understand why they would have someone like Cynthia G on there. Like, to me, it would have made sense to have Dr. Umar and maybe some other people who represent like a pro-Black stance. I don't really get why she's on there.
I mean, I suspect it's for YouTube purposes to get more likes, which is working. But you have to understand, women who watch her and parrot her talking points 100% do not understand what those talking points are designed to do. It's designed to give off division. So when you come into a male space and you say shit like, "Oh, black men need to get their shit together. They're more incarcerated than ever," and we're like, "That's not what's happening in reality. Like, they're not." The person who told you that is coming from a position of hatred.
Jay, you might want to sorry to cut you off, House, but Jay left. Never mind. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, it's just sometimes when women repeat what Cynthia G says, they don't understand. Cynthia G says that shit because she's really fucking hurt and angry and hates a specific type of black man.
Yeah, I agree. Like the saddest part is, and I agree with Melanated. Like, why would you have Cynthia G and a trans man on there to have a conversation about rebuilding the black community or getting men to understand black women's plight when we have one black woman that's done with black men, and then we got one that is a man? So how is that conversation gonna be conducive or progressive if you got people that hate black men? You can't have a conversation about making it better. Like, we gotta think about it like this also. Why the hell would anybody fight for somebody like Cynthia G? We gotta keep it real. At the point, Jay, you might want to mute your mic because I hear you breathing. You like you have some bronchitis or something.
Bro, something's going on with my shit, man.
Well, just mute your mic. All right. Can y'all still hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. So the sad thing is when you have somebody like that, it messes up the conversation. Just to House's point, how are you gonna have somebody on there saying that type of stuff? And this is the sad part. We got healing that we need, but it's not gonna come from practicing idolatry. It's not gonna come from if black men do better for black women in relationships, quote unquote. That's gonna save your soul. No, you need therapy, and most of all, you need God. That's not gonna be the man. If you've been dealing with men all your life that ain't been shit, you have to start to look in the mirror and say, what choices have I made? Because if you can have a good, decent black man right in front of you doing stuff for the community, and you still will turn around and say black men ain't shit, that is a big issue. Of course, all black men are not going to do what certain black men are doing. But if you are looking for the proper leadership, those are the black men you have to learn to rock with. I don't give a damn what they say about all black men. We have to get to this point, and Umar said this before, and I respect it still to this day. If it comes down to, God forbid, where we have to have a civil progression between, if you get my where I'm coming from, between certain black men and niggas, black females ain't gonna be at the front of that fight. That's gonna have to be black men doing that.
Nah,
so
nigga,
black
I ain't
women have
losing
to
my life.
understand.
Fuck y'all. Yes, y'all fight.
No,
I'm good.
No, you're missing what I'm saying, bro. You're missing what I'm saying. I'm talking about for the brothers in the community that are doing work, because I didn't put myself in between that before for some good young brothers that these other niggas on the block was trying to bully, and we had to step on like, y'all not doing that no more. That's what I'm talking about. They were under our covering, so we protected them. So what I'm saying is, if you want that from a black man, you have to find that black man that is willing to do that for you. It's not going to be all black men, because not all black men are black men. Some are black devils. And we keep saying that all the time on our channels. Watch out for the black devils. Watch out for the pookies. Watch out for these niggas. We say that all the time. But if you still run around them, you made your choice. Now you got to sleep in the bed that you made. And that's point blank period. Until black females understand that, you're going to keep being by yourself with no protection, because you're looking for a fuck nigga to do something only a black man can do.
And can I ask you this? I'm not really familiar with Pan-Africanism or Dr. Umar, but I straight up from the get, I don't vibe with him. I don't trust him. I'm be honest. I don't trust him because he gives me politician vibes. He sounds like a fucking politician to me. All right. And I don't like Cynthia G either, because she's bleaching her skin and saying white supremacist talking points. I'm telling you, it will come out. But my overall point is, people are pissed off with what's, this image that's out there about black people, and they have the right to be pissed off. I get it. But you need to realize the people telling you to hate the other side, they have a vested interest. Just as we have to check the red pill spaces that constantly shit on women, we have to also check the female spaces that shit on men, because they're leading y'all fucking astray.
What would you call that? Self-accountability?
Yeah, you could call it that. or you could call it get the fuck off the internet for 2 days.
Man, I ain't gonna make him get off the
But I
internet for
thought you
2
said you
days.
had a
But like,
question you wanted to ask me at house. That wasn't a question. That was a statement.
man, look, I'm back in here, man. Hold up, real quick, y'all, man. I don't know what the fuck y'all got going on around here right now, but
And you know she
hold up, real quick.
disrespected the civil rights movement.
Look, I'm not. Look, we know that she did, and
She
sad part
disrespected
is,
MLK.
I'm gonna make this a part 2. I'm gonna make this a part 2 because she said a lot of disrespectful shit in there. And I agree with you, House. She disrespected the civil rights movement. She disrespected men as a whole. She said that men ain't never did nothing. And Dr. Umar was like, well, we're fighting. Well, look. He sounds like a politician, just like you said, because that's what he is. He's that black panderer in the community. I look, his talking points are on point. I agree with everything that he said. I just know I don't listen with my ears. I watch with my eyes. So that's my only problem with him. But for what she does, all she does is open her goddamn mouth. And I don't like what comes out of it. Now, I know other people on the panel might have a different opinion, and that's fine and dandy. But I'm gonna read these comments real quick. Like, matter of fact, since you over here taking control of my show, you ready to read these comments?
Yep. No, I ain't doing that.
All
Go
right.
ahead.
No, you said yep. Go ahead, let's get it. Yep. And if you are watching on Let's Talk with JVJ, you need to make sure you hit that link down below and go over to the JVJ network and watch over there. Make sure y'all sub when you go over there and like the fucking video. It's gonna bring you right into the video. You're just gonna go out of this one and right into the next one. So just hit the like and hit the sub. I don't know what the fuck you watching on. Maybe your TV, your laptop, your tablet, your goddamn phone. I don't know. But make sure y'all do that for your boy. I guess okay, you're not gonna read these comments?
Nigga, you was talking.
I'm saying I'm about to bring them up. I'm done talking. You gonna read these comments?
I was gonna ask you.
All right, here we go.
The
First
one, I was gonna go through them.
Here you go. I got you. Here you go. You ain't got to read House comment. Fuck House.
All right. Nah, we already read that one.
All right.
Red Illusion says better suited the irony.
All right.
Okay. Philip says hold on. Philip says I was gonna say something, but you know what? I want nothing to do with this at all. I want nothing to do with this at all. Black, the homie. Oh, you skipped that.
What are you talking about? I skipped what?
Anyway, Black said the woman on the panel think hope. That ain't no woman.
Fuck you read this shit at?
Witch Doctor says we are finished as a people. Black men and black women should just stay the fuck away from each other at this point and perish. I feel you on that one. That's the way it's seeming to go. Philip came back and said I was done with Foxx. Shut up. Philip came back and said I was done with Foxx Soul when they disrespected Ice Cube. I'm with you on that. My boy Hurricane, what up? He says the Adjustment Bureau is messing with JVJ. Whoa, hold on.
Movie
What the hell
reference.
happened?
That's a movie
All
reference.
right. And then Hurricane also said these black females know where the good men at. They in the friend zone. Yep. Or they in they damn the DMs and all that and overlooking them. Hurricane also said facts. I appreciate that. Billy the Kid in the building. What up with you, bro? He said love and respect, bro. 100. And let me go down. Give me a second. Let me get the Red Illusion. Red Illusion said you need to mute your mic, man. You loud as fuck. Red Illusion said remember
the fuck up,
he
man.
said
It's my show tonight.
Oh, okay, make it shitty then. Red Illusion said remember he said he was gonna get through the video. Yeah, I remember about an hour ago. And then also Red Illusion said, why did they disrespect Cube? You got to see that one. We might have to do a reaction to that one. All right, go ahead.
Look, y'all, man. Look, don't get mad at me about getting through the video. Obviously, I had some computer problems over here. That's why we have the computer fund. I know I didn't put it up there because Grace didn't come through and make me do it. But usually this will be scrolling around the bottom. Hit the fucking Cash App, and I can get the goddamn computer fixed because the computer has a problem. But besides that, I'm gonna take that off because I don't like doing that shit. But look, man, we'll cover the second part of that shit either tomorrow or the day after. Tonight was honestly supposed to be me interviewing a content creator by the name of Amiri Brown, but for some reason
we hear from Alexis. Alexis ain't shit.
She ain't said shit. Oh, my bad. Alexis, let me shut up. Let me shut the fuck up. Alexis, what you got? What you think about the show tonight?
I don't know too much to think about the show, but as far as the video, I do think that was kind of messed up. Like because I was looking at him and I was like, man, like it looked like a woman. I don't know if I'm tripping. And then later on, somebody had said something in the comments about the IG and that it's a man that got everything surgically done. And I was just like, that's crazy, like that they would have him on there instead of another black woman. Or if you were going to have him on there, like at least even it out. If you want 2 black men, 2 black women, and then like 2 trans for whatever reason. But on that, I feel like even on that level, like that's just, I mean, it's Fox. Even if they put soul in front of it, it's still Fox. And that's makes you want to be on some conspiracy theory as far as how they feel about black people and that representation in that conversation. That's who they chose to have on there to represent a woman. But I mean, I look forward to
slapping a woman's face.
I look forward to the next part of the video and to go over that because it does get better. So,
Jay, do you think it's ironic they had a man who's now a woman represent a black woman?
Hell no. They killed 3 different like criteria, especially when it came to diversity hire.
Think about it. People keep saying black women masculine, and these motherfuckers went and got an actual dude who dresses like a woman. It's kind of, come on, it's fucked up.
No, House, you just got a sick ass mind, but I understand where you're coming from.
Because people out here saying black women are masculine, they're undateable. I don't necessarily agree with that, but I do see there's observational truth.
Shit, that sounds like your talking points right there. What you talking about? You don't agree with that? That's your talking points.
No, it's not.
Melanated, tell him that's his talking points.
No, it's not. No, it's not. It's not my talking points. I don't say all American black women are like this. No, I've had the pleasure of experiencing American black women.
That's not his talking points, but you always talking about going somewhere else.
Yeah, because I don't agree with the system. I don't want my kids taken away from me.
Okay.
The system incentivizes.
Yeah, but he did bring up a good point though, Jay, because and Alexis too, because they do that a lot. And Fox is the main ones who try to talk against the way we are as a people, but then we go over there and make Fox so. Like, we don't see the irony in that we'll talk shit about Fox, but now we're gonna separate it because we put soul on the end. It's the same monster.
They just call it the nigga channel. They went from Fox News to this is the nigga channel. It's fucked up.
It's Fox Stambo.
This is what we about to do. Look, y'all. This is what we about to do, though. I'm like the party pooper and shit. Look, y'all. I appreciate all y'all coming in tonight. If y'all want to hit the link and come up, I didn't put the link in there tonight. Okay, here you go. My bad. I did put the link in there tonight because that's how y'all came up, right? Everybody hit the link, right?
Duh.
Put it in again.
I'm putting it in there one more time, y'all. We're about to go to the I'm putting it in there one more time. There we go. But we're about to go to the after chat, the after party, all that woo stuff where we actually have like conversations off screen, off camera, off recording. So if you want to come up and talk about that shit. But look, y'all, we're gonna get the fuck up out of here because I just want to. So I'm gonna go around the room real quick, and I'm gonna go to my boy first, out from the Norm 18. Let them know where to find you at and all that good shit.
Yeah, real quick, out from the Norm 18. Make sure y'all go over there and subscribe. We got some good shit. And I also come do me a show Thursday nights, 8 p.m. Eastern time. Come rock with me.
The JVJ Network. That's where you doing it at. All right, awkward silence. Red, going to you next. Red, what you think about your final thoughts on the show? Okay, Red's on mute for some reason. House, final thoughts on the show?
Cynthia, she is trash, and any women who parrot her talking points are getting closer to being bitter and hating black men for the sole purposes of some other bitch's relationship. Don't watch Cynthia G.
I would agree with you on the last part. The rest of the front part, I think that's just me. But I agree. Alexis, going to you next.
Oh, my thoughts on the show again, or
yeah, thoughts on the show. Final thoughts. Final thoughts. Don't burn yourself.
I'm not. I'm gonna close it out with Umar Johnson, Black Power.
Hey. All right. Hey, and the last one, well, and then I got my girl, Melanated C. Thoughts on the show?
Good topic for this. I said good topic for the show. I'm definitely gonna go watch the whole interview because I
don't watch it yet. We gotta cover the second part, girl. You just gotta be here.
Okay, I'll be there, but I'm still gonna watch it so I can come prepared.
All right.
And I can have some notes. I can have some notes ready to talk. But
I seen the link.
Yeah, I definitely enjoyed the topic, and I'm like Alexis, go Umar, go Black. Yeah.
All right, look, y'all. Everybody gave their final thoughts, and look, man, I appreciate everybody that came in and watched tonight. And please make sure y'all do that every time that we do these live streams on Mondays with my girl Embrace the Grace, and then on Thursdays with my boy Out from the Norm 18. Make sure y'all check out their channels. They don't link they shits in there when they do the live streams, but make sure y'all come over and contribute, show some help, show some love, and all that woo shit, man. We got to work together if we're gonna try to get to something. And we're kind of showing like the groundwork because if we're gonna fix these families, we got to do it from the groundwork up. Man and a woman got to work together. So besides that, y'all hit that like, y'all hit that subscribe. We're gonna catch y'all on the next one. As always, peace.